What's going on, YouTube? Back again, this time with a first. It's going to be an unboxing video. I realize I buy a lot of collector's editions and stuff. I actually have a lot of stuff around my game room that's a lot of collector's editions, a lot of statues and just collectibles in general. So I realized since I'm pushing more into YouTube, may as well do unboxing videos. I was looking in, obviously the bigger AAA titles are going to be the ones that have the better collector's editions. I mean, sometimes you get smaller ones that are okay, but generally it's the AAAs because they just put the money in there. So I figured it'd be worth doing the unboxing for it. I got this yesterday, which was the 23rd. Oh, actually, I think I got it the 22nd. Now that I think about it. And yeah, I got it late the 22nd, didn't open it. And then yesterday I was going to open it, but got a little busy and was gaming a little bit. Today I was going to open and realized, hey, I feel like this is sufficient enough to make an unboxing video for. I'm not going to do them for, every little game that comes out, but if the contents of the collector's editions are good enough, I'll make the video and post it. I mean, worst case scenario, it gets no views. Best case scenario, some people might see it and they might want it as well. I don't remember how much this cost me. Let me see if it says it up there. Of course it doesn't. There might be a receipt inside. I can check. I think it might have been $250. Generally, collector's editions are $250, $300. If you're not a collector, then you really wouldn't know the price differences they have. But generally, they're between $200 to $300. If anything is ever retail over $300, it better be astronomically large. Like the size of the collectible needs to be huge in there. It needs to come with a lot of content. But generally, they don't put out $350 collector's editions. It'd have to be like a big game. More recently, one did come out. It was God of War. I think God of War was $300 or $320 to be exact for the Jotnar edition, and then the collector's edition was I think $270. Or I might have those back. It might have been like $250 and $270. Either way, it was around $300. Thus far, I think it's the most expensive one I bought this year. And ironically, I resold 2 of them because I managed to get 3 and I was going to share them with my couple of friends I have, and they were going to pay me back, but they ended up not wanting it. I ended up shipping one to anybody who watches my Smite content. I'm sure you know some of the Smite community, and there's a creator named Sam the Dude. And I have a company that I own that I do some promos with him with. So I sent him that on behalf of like the company because I did have an extra. And then I kept the Jotnar for myself, and then another normal collector's edition I ended up reselling because my friend didn't want it. So I did recoup the money on that at least. But yeah, this should be good. I have not opened this one yet. It did get the tape ripped off the bottom, but hasn't been opened. So we'll just open it from this side. Clearly says what it is. So I have to be honest, I do have quite a few collector's editions of games. I generally buy all the ones that are AAA that I play, or AAA or non-AAA that look good. It doesn't have to be. I'll do a game room kind of tour one day, but you'll see I have a lot. I don't discriminate based on like, oh, it has to be one of the best games in the world for me to buy the collector's edition. If it looks good, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I don't really discriminate. It just has to look good. A lot of the ones I have in here are old, probably games people never heard of, or if you have, you'll know they're old and you didn't even know they had collector's editions for them and such. All right, so first off, comes with a giant box, and there's something bubble wrapped in here, and it's nothing but the holders left in there. So I'll get rid of the box. Put these down. All right, I gotta get a better camera. Now that I'm looking at this zoomed, it's all like flaky and stuff, but is what it is for right now. All right, so we'll set this over here for right now, and I'll move it over a little bit more. Okay, so this came bubble wrapped together. It looks like it's 2 steel cases, or 1 steel case and 1 standard case. I believe there's another steel case in the actual box. It's like this big box right here. All right. This comes with a very nice looking steel case. Got the brush on it. Kind of does the holographic on it. As the main character up there with the 6, and the back has, I believe that's his sword. Yes, that's his sword in the ground. And that also kind of, you can see from the light, it kind of shines. That's nice. I do like steel cases. I was gonna collect them for a little bit. I got like maybe 20 and was like, this is kind of worthless. And then it's the game case. PS5. Ironically, I don't have a PS5 yet. I'm getting one probably today, tomorrow, in the next 3 or 4 days, so I can actually play this and stream it. It's 100 gigs minimum, is what it says. So that ought to be interesting to get the download for. But yep, so came with these two. I'll probably put both on the shelf, to be honest. All right, sit those down. Then it also came with this. Pop this open. Oops, give me. Okay, I don't resell, so I don't resell the stuff I'm keeping. I keep it just to keep it forever. So anytime like I rip this or something like that, I really don't care. It's just as long as the contents come out. All right, yep, that's everything from there. It's the little banners for each of the I'm guessing each of the factions in the game itself. They look really nice, and they're actually like a cloth material as well. You can see them. You can see on the back. It's like the kind of cloth you get like a lens cleaner or something, but it doesn't have that extra like buff to it. There's 2 more, and then there's 1 left. Stop being difficult. Oh, that one's definitely my favorite one. That one looks awesome. It's like the torn sword between the 2 axes. That's cool. So those came in just the bubble wrap. We'll get into the box. Standard size, probably because there's the stat. Not probably because the statue is in there, and generally they're in like one piece. You don't always have to put them together. That is the part I love the most. That just looks awesome, Dali, especially if you have played Final Fantasy and you understand the lore of these things and how they do their boxes, and their art is just insane. And it's like just a picture that flows through all the way to the other side. Awesome. Amazing. Let's get into it. All right. Get this sticker off. An act of Congress to get in this thing. There we go. All right. Open it up immediately to this. That comes out itself. It's a box all in itself. Sit that down. We'll go through this first. Man, it's these little sticky things, man. They're the most efficient because they don't tear when you take the sticky thing off. There's like nothing there. So the crazy collectors who keep the value and maybe resell one day, they put it all back in the box and they want to keep all the boxes perfect. That matters to them. So I'm guessing that's why everybody uses those. I used to work at GameStop for a little while, and they were just a pain when we got them in, but I kind of do get it. Let's open it up, and it looks like a cloth map, some pins, and then the other steel case. This is the better of the 2 steel cases, if you ask me. Let's open up the cloth map first. Oh, this is better. So I don't know if anyone has seen the Skyrim one. Skyrim comes with like a parchment feeling, like an old parchment feeling map. That's pretty much the same size as this one. Actually, I think Skyrim's is a little bit bigger than this one, but this one's it's like the same kind of fabric as the banners that I showed earlier, but that just looks amazing. It's the map of the game itself, but looks awesome. It's got little written details. You obviously can't read it because it's very, very illegible and not in our language, but you got that. Fold this back up. I was debating on getting like a map book, like a cartography book, to keep all my maps like this in, so that I could, it'd just be something to keep all of them in one place. Because like I said, I don't keep all these together. When I put this somewhere in my game room, it doesn't all sit together unless it matches or I think it looks good together, then I will. But generally, they're not made to, so they aren't all together. It's usually one piece you want to present and show, and then all the rest are just like little things like the pins and stuff. Although these pins look cool. I have a lot of pins from games, and I generally just put them in a big box and don't really care about them. But these actually look good. So this is the second still case. This is the one. If I were to present with the I probably will actually. This one looks amazing. So that looks pretty standard. This is what looks amazing, and it. You can hear it's actually 3-dimensional. It pops out. Really sick. All right, and then pins. Pins are a big thing. Mostly, it's like the not peripherals. I don't even know what you call accessories. I guess the collector's editions. It's like a big thing for a lot of people. I'm not the person that puts 600 pins on their backpack and walk around with it, so it just never really was a thing for me. But these actually look pretty legit. Took them out of the little plastic case because I want you to be able to see like I know the camera quality is not all that great, but they look pretty sick. It's like a Cthulhu looking esque one. There's just a bunch. Griffin them on. There's just much better, and it's fairly large. Look at my hand. Generally, the pins are like this big, and they just go on something. These are all pretty big, and they're actually like some kind of metallic. They're not plastic or anything. I can't bend this. Yeah, so those look really good. So that and the map all came in the second box. Those away. And I don't think this one's gonna go up in value, honestly. I mean, 15 was a big deal. So, I think 15 was that one still holds its value somewhat, but I don't think 16's the collector's edition is really gonna hold. It usually goes off sales of the game and ratings. Ratings so far, it's almost everyone's giving it a perfect rating, but it's not gonna win like game of the year or anything. The quality of this statue is gonna be what kind of makes it or breaks it for me, honestly. Let's see. More these are the stickers I was talking about, just the little circle stickers. You can like pick at them with your fingernail and they come off, but they don't rip any of the actual design off or coloring off from the box. So as I said, at worst you'll have adhesive still there, but generally people just take a knife and cut across them. But the issue with that is when I worked at GameStop, I learned this. Sometimes they're not going across things that open up; they open down. So, meaning you're not supposed to pop it open like this. You're supposed to like push it in. I've seen a couple of those, and 90% of the time that's not going to happen. But if it does, and you cut right across it, you're going to cut into the box. So, defeats the purpose of having the sticker that doesn't leave any adhesive. It doesn't rip anything off if you're just gonna cut right through it and leave both ends still up there. But yeah, that came off. See, look, that comes off perfectly fine, and at most you can see the adhesive. All right. This is why I bought this, obviously, but the quality of it looks really good, so we'll see. Fine. As I said, I don't care about all this little stuff. I'm probably gonna end up throwing all that away. So it's definitely in the size range that I like. I don't like things less than, I don't know. I feel like if it's less than like 7, then it's pointless. I mean, not pointless. There are some really cool ones that are kind of smaller. Just I like the detail you can get with the larger ones, and this one looks really good. I know from there you can't see anything, but it's very good detailing. Back of the wings look really nice. Yeah, definitely gotta get a better camera because you'd be able to appreciate this a lot more. But its back, its tail, and everything, really good. I would give this like a. Oh, it moves without breaking too. Boy, that actually is kind of good. For what it is, I'd give it like a 8 out of 10 for sure. I mean, it's great. It could have been a little bigger. They could have scaled it a little bit more considering the packaging. I mean, that's probably close to, I think it's 7.5, maybe 7.5 inches. Well, they go from tip, so um, maybe 8.5, but definitely gonna fit. Definitely gonna have a good spot on the shelf somewhere. So yeah, we got this. Everything. Set everything out so that it can be presented so you can see it all. We got the pins. We got the steel case. Number one. We got all the banners. The map. The actual game itself. And then the second steel case. And make for a good thumbnail. Yep, so that's everything it came with. I would say for the cost, definitely there. I like I said, I think this was $250. I don't really pay any more than that if it's not bigger than this, because it would need to be bigger than this for me to see. And I remember reading the size. I just can't remember what it is right now. But yeah, quality's there. I'd give the whole as a collector's edition because like I said, I've bought many, have many. I would say it's a solid 8 out of 10. The difference between it being a 9 would be this being bigger and it being maybe 8.5, because this second steel case looks really nice. And I guarantee you this one's the one that comes with like the deluxe edition or whatever, or maybe. So I guarantee both don't. So there's probably an extra one of these is probably specific to this collector's edition. And these pins are way nicer than standard pins. I might actually sit these out somewhere, not take them off this, but I might like present this out. Generally, I just throw them in a drawer somewhere, put them in a big box with other stuff that I have that just came with collector's edition. So I'd say a solid 8.5 actually. Overall, definitely an 8.5. 10 would be this being bigger, probably a few more things that are related to the game other than just the pins, because really you only got a map extra, and maps nowadays are pretty standard with collector's editions if it's an RPG, especially a open world, like big sandbox kind of game. So yeah. Hope you liked the video. I'm going to work on doing some more of these. Eventually I'm going to do the game room tour, and that's probably going to take a couple videos just there's so much stuff that I have. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I look forward to doing that one. Actually, I got to start planning that one out, because then I can go through all the better versions of collectors. Well, I don't say better like this is bad, but solid 10s. And you'll see what I mean by what a 10 is versus this, because it's very obvious if you buy this kind of stuff a lot. But yeah. The next one I have coming in is the Mortal Kombat Collector's Edition. I did manage to get one of those. So when that comes in, I'll make a video on that one as well. Probably posting some Mortal Kombat content soon too. Hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you did. I'm going to try and get more into the other aesthetics of gaming that I do. And hopefully those videos get some traction. Thanks for watching. Peace out.